नमस्कार। आज के भाल भजन संध्या कार्यक्रम में आर्य समाज, आर्यवीर, वीरांगना अजमेर, राजस्थान, जय गुरुदेव चैरिटेबल ट्रस्ट चेन्नई, तमिलनाडु की तरफ से आप सबका स्वागत है। इंद्रिय बाल भजन संध्या कार्यक्रमத்தில் जय गुरुदेव चैरिटेबल ट्रस्ट चेन्नई तमिलनाडु सार्बाग आर्य समाज, आर्यवीर, वीरांगना अजमेर, राजस्थान सार्बाग उंग எல்லாருக்குமே வணக்கம்। आइए शुरू करते हैं हम आज का कार्यक्रम। जैसे कि हम हमेशा शुरू करते हैं गायत्री मंत्र के जाप से, और आप अपना माइक अनम्यूट करके गा सकते हैं। निगழ்ச்சி முன் ஸ்டார்ட்லயே நம்ம 3 தடவை காயத்ரி மகாமந்திர ஜாப் சொல்லுவோம்। எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்சிருந்தால் தயவு செய்து माइक अनम्यूट பண்ணி பாடுங்க, சொல்லுங்க। हम परमात्मा से प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं कि हमें अच्छे मार्ग पे चलने के लिए हमें हमारी बुद्धि को प्रेरित करे, ताकि हम जिंदगी सही मायने से सुखी जिए। இந்த காயத்ரி மந்திரோட பொருள் என்னவென்றால், அந்த கடவுளுக்கு நம்ம எல்லாரும் படிச்சிருக்கார்ல, அவருக்கு பிரார்த்தனை நம்ம நல்ல பாதையில் நம்ம நடக்கணும்னு அவர் நம்மள மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணி நம்ம புத்தியை நல்ல பாதையில் கொண்டு போகணும்। சோ ओम भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। तो रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे बहन बिंदिया जी को कि वो अपना भजन प्रस्तुत करे, अपना वीडियो ऑन करे और कार्यक्रम आरंभ उनसे करेंगे। முதலில் நம்மளுடைய बिंदिया जी அவர்கள் भजन பாடுவாங்க। तो எல்லாருமே கேளுங்க। बिंदिया जी हरिओम। Unmute, please unmute your mic. Unmute.
अच्छा,
हाँ,
सुनाई दे रहा?
सुनाई दे रहा।
दुनिया से मैं हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार, तेरी नजर। हाँ, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है?
सुनाई दे रहा।
यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार, यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार। दुनिया से मैं हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार, दुनिया से मैं हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार। यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार, यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार। सुख में प्रभुवर तेरी याद नाई, सुख में प्रभुवर तेरी, मैं प्रभुवर तुझसे प्रीत लगाई। दुख में प्रभुवर तुझसे प्रीत लगाई। सारा दोष है मेरा मैं करता हूँ स्वीकार, सारा दोष है मेरा, मैं
करता हूँ स्वीकार,
करता हूँ स्वीकार। यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार, यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार। दुनिया से मैं हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार, दुनिया से जो हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार। यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार, यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार। मेरा तो क्या है, मैं तो पहले से हारा। मेरा तो क्या है, मैं तो पहले से हारा। तुमने ही तुमसे ही पूछा, तुमसे ही पूछेगा ये संसार सारा। सुनकर सुना है तुम सुनते हो हम जैसों की पुकार। यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार, यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार। दुनिया से मैं हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार, दुनिया से मैं हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार। यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार। जिसको बताया मैंने अपना फसाना, जिसको बताया मैंने अपना फसाना। सबने बताया मुझको तेरा ठिकाना, सबने बताया मुझको तेरा ठिकाना। मैंने तुमको माना है माता पिता, मैंने तुमको माना है माता पिता। यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा दरबार, यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार। दुनिया से मैं हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार, दुनिया से मैं हारा तो आया तेरे द्वार। यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार, यहाँ से अगर जो हारा कहाँ जाऊंगा सरकार।
सुंदर भजन, कठिन भजन, बड़ा भजन, लेकिन very nice. It's a very nice bhajan. So I think you really took the trouble of going to YouTube, listening to it and noting down the wordings. Very good. Very good. Urvaja, mic video on pannuma, video on pannu, mic off pannu, video on pannu. Urvaja. வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணுமா? என்ன சொல்ற, நீ என்ன பண்ற? வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ண சொன்னா ஆடியோ ஆஃப் பண்ண வைக்க பாச்சமா? ठीक है? नेट वीक இருக்கா? ठीक है, तब तक मैं एक भजन प्रस्तुत करता हूं। तेरी मेहरबानी का है बोझ इतना, जिसे मैं उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। मैं आ तो गया हूँ मैं, मगर जानता हूँ तेरे दर पे आने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। मेरी मेहरबानी का ये माना कि दाता हूँ, तुम कुल जागे, मगर कैसे झोली फैलाऊं मैं आगे। ये माना के दाता हूँ, तुम कुल जागे, मगर कैसे झोली फैलाऊं मैं आगे। जो पहले दिया कम नहीं है, उसी को निभाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। तेरी मेहरबानी का है बोझ इतना, जिसे मैं उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। मैं आ तो गया हूँ मैं, मगर जानता हूँ तेरे दर पे आने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। तेरी मेहरबानी का तुम्ही ने अदा की है मुझे जिंदगानी, तेरी महिमा फिर भी मैंने न जानी। तुम्ही ने अदा की है मुझे जिंदगानी, तेरी महिमा फिर भी मैंने न जानी। कर्जदार तेरी दया गाऊं इतना, तेरा कर्जदार हूँ, तेरी दया गाऊं इतना, जिसे मैं चुकाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। मैं आ तो गया हूँ मैं, मगर जानता हूँ तेरे दर पे आने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। तेरी मेहरबानी का जमाने की चाहत में खुद को मिटाया, तेरा नाम हरगिज़ जुबां पे न आया। जमाने की चाहत में खुद को मिटाया, तेरा नाम हरगिज़ जुबां पे न आया। गुनाहगार हूँ मैं, सजावार हूँ मैं, तुम्हें मुंह दिखाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। तेरी मेहरबानी का यही मांगता हूँ मैं, सिर को झुका लूं, तेरा दीद इस बार जी भर के पालूं। यही मांगता हूँ मैं, सिर को झुका लूं, तेरा दीद इस बार जी भर के पालूं। सिवा दिल के टुकड़े के, सिवा दिल के टुकड़े के ए मेरे दाता, मैं कुछ भी चढ़ाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। मैं आ तो गया हूँ मैं, मगर जानता हूँ तेरे दर पे आने के काबिल नहीं हूँ। तेरी मेहरबानी का हरे राम 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 सिया राम राम राम, हरे राम 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 सिया राम राम राम, हरे राम 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 सिया राम राम राम, हरे राम 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 सिया राम राम राम। धन्यवाद। अब माता जी रजनी रामचंद्र जी भजन प्रस्तुत करेंगे। माय मदर विल सिंग अ भजन, सो एवरीबॉडी प्लीज होल्ड ऑन, शी विल स्टार्ट इन अ मिनट और टू। 1-2 मिनट में शुरू हो जाएंगे। अनम्यूटेड।
इस झोली में फूल खिले हैं, इस झोली में कांटे, अरे कोई तो कारण होगा, तेरे बस में कुछ भी नहीं है, ये तो बांटने वाला बांटेगा कोई कारण होगा। पहले बनती है तकदीर, फिर बनते हैं शरीर। ये प्रभु की कारीगरी तो क्यों है इतना गंभीर? अरे कोई कारण होगा। एक झोली में फूल खिले हैं, एक झोली में कांटे रे, कोई कारण होगा। तेरे बस में कुछ भी नहीं है तो बांटने वाला बांटेगा, कोई कारण आ रहा। धन का बिस्तर मिल जाए तो नींद को तरसे नैन, कांटों पर सोकर भी मिले मन को चैन, कोई तो कारण होगा। एक झोली में फूल खिले, एक झोली में कांटे, कोई तो कारण होगा। नाग भी 10 ले मिल जाए किसी को जीवन दान, चींटी से भी मिट सकता है किसी को नाम और निशान। अरे कोई कारण होगा। एक झोली में फूल खिले, एक झोली में कांटे, कोई तो कारण होगा। तेरे बस में कुछ भी नहीं है, ये तो बांटने वाला बांटेगा, कोई तो कारण होगा। सागर से भी बूंद मिले, सागर से भी बुझ सकती है, सागर से भी बुझ नहीं सकती किसी का प्यास। एक बूंद में हो सकती है किसी को पूर्ण आस। अरे कोई कारण होगा। एक झोली में फूल खिले, एक झोली में कांटे, कोई तो कारण होगा। तेरे बस में कुछ भी नहीं है तो बांटने वाला बांटेगा, अरे कोई तो कारण होगा। धन्यवाद। वेरी गुड। ब्लैक आउट हुआ।
இப்போ ஒரு வீடியோ பார்ப்போம். We will see a video. Just 1 minute. Hold on. One minute, we will just watch a video. ஒரு அருமையான வீடியோ. பூர்வஜா வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணுமா, ஒரு தடவையா சொல்லணும். இந்த வீடியோ பாரு, இங்கிலீஷ்ல உனக்கு புரியுதா இல்ல நான் டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணி விடுறேன். ஒரு நிமிஷமா, ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
A war broke out. A long time ago, a war broke out between two kingdoms. The large kingdom was very powerful, while the small kingdom was very weak. Small kingdom was sure of its defeat because the number of its soldiers were very less. The army of the largest state was about 10 times larger than that of the smaller state. The generals of the small kingdom refused to go to war because they were certain about their defeat. They were thinking that with such a small army, it would be foolish to fight with such a large army. Therefore, it is better that we accept defeat without fighting and accept all the demands of the neighboring state. Even king could not put much pressure on his generals and soldiers. because even he was aware of this fact. But the king was very brave. He did not want to give up without fighting. When the generals and soldiers were reluctant to go to war, then the king went to a monk living in a village in his kingdom. The monk was very famous in that state and everyone respected him very much. The king told his concern to the monk. The monk listened to the king carefully and said, "King, you make me the commander of your army." The king was surprised to hear the words of the monk and said, "Sir, you are a monk and you have no experience of war." The monk smiled and said, "King, you do as I tell you." The king had great faith in the monk, so he made him commander of his army. When the army came to know that they were going to fight under the leadership of a man who had no experience in war and who does not know how to even hold the sword properly, they were even more afraid. But the monk was in great enthusiasm. The king also had full faith in the monk. The army had no choice but to go to war with the monk. Anyways, they all left for the war armed with all their weapons. On the way, there was a small temple. The monk stopped outside the temple and told his army that before leaving, let us take the blessings of the Almighty and also ask him what is his wish, whether we will win this battle or we will lose. If Almighty gave us hint that we will lose the war, then we will go back. But if there is a sign of victory from the God, then we will proceed for the war. Although all the soldiers were very scared, they all gathered outside the temple. The monk worshipped for some time. Then he took out a coin from his pocket and shouted in front of the soldiers. He said, "I will toss this coin up. If it falls upside down, it means we will lose the war, and then we will return. But if it falls straight, then it means our victory is certain, and then we will go out for war without any fear." All the soldiers were looking at the monk with great curiosity. The monk tossed the coin up in the air. The coin fell on the ground and it fell straight. The monk shouted with joy and said, "Leave all the worries, eliminate all the fear. Our victory is certain. Now no one can defeat us, because now Almighty has given us hint of our victory." The whole army was filled with full enthusiasm. Now the hope of victory was confirmed in everyone's mind. With great enthusiasm, they went straight and clashed with the enemy. There was a fierce battle between both the armies. Every soldier of the monk's army was filled with the sure hope of victory. After some time, they started to dominate the enemy's army, and finally, the army of the monk won the battle. While they were passing nearby that temple, the monk said, "Let us thank Almighty before leaving." All the army gathered outside the temple and started thanking the God. They all were saying, "Oh God, thank you so very much that you have made us win. Had you not indicated us about our win, we would have lost." Just then, the monk shouted and said, "Before you thank God, just look at the coin that is lying in my pocket." The monk took out the coin and showed it to all. It was a fake coin, which was straight from both the sides. It could not fall upside down. The monk said, "Don't thank the God for your victory. You have won because of your self-belief, because you were sure to win. If you were not sure of your victory, you could have lost too. Therefore, the biggest reason for this victory is your firm belief that victory will be yours." If we see in our lives, then we will find that the success of all things in our lives also depends upon whether we are filled with hope to achieve it or not. Self-confidence is very important for success in any work. It has been seen that sometimes people with positive thinking and even with less ability can do such things with their self-belief that which people with full capability fail to do due to their low self-belief. Therefore, the only thing we get to learn from this story is that it is not a big deal to be capable, but it is more important to have hope and have self-belief. When you give your full dedication to the work, then you will definitely achieve success. There is a great power in positive thinking. It helps a person to take right decision even in the worst situation and suggest a way out of it. Therefore, no matter how was the time you are going through, always remember that the positive thinkers sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible.
So, पूर्वजा उनको कनेक्शन स्टेबलाइज लिया. शाशा जी, आपको अच्छा लगा है वीडियो? बिंदिया जी, you liked it? Because I think the other girl, Purvaja's namaskar Mataji. Mataji is also come. So, Purvaja, video on panuma. Purvaja irkiya liya. Bhajan pad riya. The base meaning of all this, the video which we saw, that if a person is positive in life and has got self-confidence in what he can achieve, then he doesn't have to be worried at all in life. ஒரு மனிதனுக்கு தம் மேல நம்பிக்கை இருக்கணும், எப்பவுமே பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கணும். அதான் இந்த படத்துல காமிக்கிறான். புரியுதா பூர்வஜா? பாசிட்டிவ் திங்கிங் உங்களுக்கு எனர்ஜி கொடுக்கும். நீ என்ன நினைக்கிறியோ சாதிக்கிறதுக்கு சக்தி கொடுக்கும். உங்க மேல கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இருந்தால் நம்ம லைஃப்ல என்ன வேணா பண்ணலாம். So that is a baseline of the story, that with positive thinking and we get self-confidence and we can achieve even the people who feel that we cannot achieve. Others will tell, make comments that you are not capable of doing. But then when you are blessed with positive thinking, you will definitely not listen to the world. You will start doing things as per your plan with full self-confidence and achieve your goal. நீங்க உலகத்தோட பேச்சு கேட்டுட்டு நிக்க மாட்டீங்க. உங்களுக்கு பாசிட்டிவ் திங்கிங் இருந்தால் உங்க மேல உங்களுக்கு நம்பிக்கை இருக்கும். என்னால இது டெஃபினட்டா முடியும். அந்த நம்பிக்கையோட நீங்க இறங்கினீங்கன்னா, பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் பாசிட்டிவ் திங்கிங், நீங்க லைஃப்ல இன்னைக்குமே சக்சஸ் ஆவீங்க. How many of you agree? Okay, yeah? Do we agree to this? Thumbs up. Yes? Thumbs up. Do we agree to this? That positive thinking is the first step to living happily and successfully in this life. Okay, yeah? Purvaja, bhajan pad riya? Purvaja? Namaskar Mataji. ऑडियो ऑन कीजिए.
हाँ जी, नमस्ते जी.
नमस्कार. आपको देख के बहुत खुशी हो रही है. हमारे ग्रुप का स्ट्रेंथ एकदम कम हो गया, लेकिन हम भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं. हम अपना काम करेंगे और बच्चे जब आएंगे तो आ जाएंगे. Last where Mataji was talking about in the life and times of Bhagavan Shri Ram, what I'm able to recollect, कि Bhagavan Shri Ram goes to his mother Maharani Kaushalya's palace and tells him that his father Maharaja Dashrath has ordered him 14 years of banvas
मेरा
to forest on the request of his other mother, Kaikai. So he's come to take permission from his mother, and he also meets his younger brother Lakshman, who's very angry and upset that he tells him that you should not go because you are a favorite of the people and you should not go just like that. But he says, no, it is every child's duty to listen to the father. And he says he will go at all costs because obeying his father is his first duty. So Lakshman says, tells his brother Bhagwan Sri Ram that he'll also come. So at this, Bhagwan Sri Ram says, go take your mother's permission and she allows you, please come. So Lakshman goes to tell his mother that he is also joining Bhagwan Sri Ram 14 years in Banwas. And then Bhagwan Sri Ram goes to meet his wife Maharani Sita, and his wife Sita Mata is very surprised that how come the Prince of Ayodhya, who's going to be a Maharaja tomorrow, is coming in such simple dress, saffron color dress, without any protection, without any guards. So Maharani Sita gets to know about what Maharaja Dashrath has told her husband. So at this point of time, on the 16th of December 2022, Mataji ended a discourse. So now we'll carry forward from this point. So everybody, please be receptive. Mataji, namaskar.
Namaste. Now we will start. If we listen or know the story is very short, but the dialogue between Ram and Sita is very important for today's girls. Today girls are joining their husbands because of only happiness, enjoying their life. But if there is any problem, any troubles, difficulties, they quit their life. They want separations or all these things. But here Sita, Ram again and then repeatedly told Maharani Sita that you should live here. You should serve your these parents-in-laws, mother-in-law, father-in-law, because we are going to one jungle, and your duty is to serve them because they are unhappy without us. You should do this. But Sita also gives her own arguments. Ram gives her own arguments on the basis of dharma, that this is your duty, your dharma to serve old parents. But Sita gives her own arguments that this is not the dharma of a lady or a wife, that to serve only husband's parents, because their relation is because of you. You know, the relation of in-laws is only because of husband. And husband and wife both are called ardhang. Ardhang mean half, 50-50%. Both are share. It is said that whatever husband earn, it is the 50%, 50 parts of her, his wife. And whatever wife does, 50% shares it to her husband, because both are the partner, close partner. This is the closest relation in this world, husband and wife. Then Sita says that you are again and again telling me that you should live here. There are many, many troubles, difficulties, problems in the jungle, and it will be, you can't bear all these difficulties. You can't tolerate all these things. But here are many happiness you can enjoy here in the palace, and we will be back. Early time will pass swiftly. It is not how it will pass 14 years. We also know that how our age is going on. We are now 60 or 60 plus, someone is 70, but we don't know how time passes. That Ram also says to Sita that time will pass soon, and you should do all your duties here, and here is the all happiness like heaven. In the palace, you will enjoy all happiness like heaven, and there in the one, there are all difficulties like hell. And here you can enjoy with these mother-in-laws or all these other people. But again and again, Sita also told Shri Ram, no, this is not my main duty is to join with you. In difficulties, it is my duty to join my husband. You are going there, you are in trouble, and I can't enjoy all this happiness in this palace. And you are telling me again and again there is a fear of Rakshasas. They can kidnap you because they are very bad, of bad nature, and they can kidnap you. But when you are present there, in your present, how it can be? You are so powerful, and you are all strength, and you can face them, and you can fight with them. So I don't afraid of all these Rakshasas also, because you will you can kill them. So I will go with you. It is my dharma. It is my duty, my main dharma, to go join with you in this trouble. When again and again Sita told Sri Ram that I don't want all the happiness, enjoyments of this palace without you. In your separation, I can't feel any happiness in this palace. I will go with you, and I will enjoy with you there, with you. It is my my determination. When Sri Ram saw that Sita is so enthusiastic, so she is enthusiasm, and she is never feeling any trouble in going with him. Then after all, he had to give her permission to go with him. Then he is told, if you are not agree, and you again and again telling me that I will go with you, then what can I do? And it is also according to your dharma. And and Sita told my father, my parents, my mother side, they also me told, always live with your husband, whatever be the problems there. So I will obey them, and I will, this is the order and the advice of our parents, and also of Shastras. In Shastras, it is also said that the woman's life is with her husband only. Whatever be the condition of the husband, she should join with him, and she should share all the problems with her husband. So I will go. Then Sri Ram was very impressed with the Sita's arguments. Then he gave her permission that now if you want, you can go with us. And then Sita take out all her ornaments and the dress of palace, Rani Rajkumari, and she take out and then she wears the dress according to the Vana jungle, and then Shri Ram, Lakshmana also came. Then Shri Ram, Lakshman, and Sita. All three went there to meet father to take farewell from their parents there to the palace again. And when they went there, all people were gathered because this news was spread in all peoples, and they were very shocked and in grief. All peoples of the Ayodhya were in grief. How we will bear this problem without Sri Ram, Lakshman, and Sita? This palace will be the empty. But now this was the decision of all these Rajkumaras. Then when they went there to see father and take permission, then they saw their Raja Dashrath was in pain, unconscious. He was being some conscious and again being faint again and again. This when he came in some conscious, Sri Ram and all these three went to nearby him and told him that, oh father, give us permission. Now you also give permission to Sita and Lakshman also. Then Dashrath, when saw Sita also in this dress, dress of one Muni, that he again became unconscious and very sad. And Rama again told that now, father, we are obeying your order and Mata's order, and we have to go now. It is being late. Then Dashrath told them, go now. There is no other way. And again they became unconscious, fainting. There were other people, and Ram told them, please take care of my father, and we are going. And there were so crowd, vast crowd of all people, and all were crying there. How will we bear all these problems without Sri Ram? But when then Raja Dashrath told Sumant. Sumant was the Mukhya Mantri, main Mantri of that palace, and Raja Dashrath ordered him that take these people, my sons and son-in-law, to one and come. He also, it is also told to Sumant that you take them, and after some before going entering in work, you take them again back. It is that he. It is they will. It is meant that they had obeyed my order, and you can take them back here in the palace. Then all three stood on the Rath chariot, and Suman took them towards the Vana. Then now, may I continue or?
मतलब टाइम हो गया है
ठीक है
yeah
that next time we will.
It is good that we restarted. So
Now it is the lesson for today's girls also, today's women also, that
yes,
how
yes,
wife,
yes,
partner, both partners should be share their problems together, not in separation.
yes.
Now today
Yes.
there is some problem, and they demand, mainly girls demand for separation. We will take divorce or all these things. There should be patience and or tolerance power in all people, then our family can be happy and like a heaven.
Very good. And more than divorce, lot of people now, the younger generation, separation from the parents. That is also one thing that our Hindu society is facing, is that joint family system is slowly getting eroded. Of course, now people give birth to lesser children, but even after marriage, the separation of the son and his wife from the parents takes place very fast. So we should see to it, the house is together, staying together, whatever be the difference of opinion, but people should not, people at the end of the day should sleep under one roof, the family, the senior couple, the parents and the juniors and the children. Correct, Mataji? So, यही है.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, ठीक है जी.
So, Purvaja, you're not putting on a video. Now, before you wind up, you know, it's in a Bhajan paade.
Sir.
Nee enga ma video on panna maatendra nee irkiya illa theri. Sorry Mataji, ladki abhi शुरुआत से आई है, भजन नहीं गाई है, वो पाड़ रही है.
Where are all people, Sitesh and Bina?
Yes. यहाँ पे क्या है कि कोविड के टाइम पे आ रहे थे. Now all are started taking physical classes, so they are neglecting this class. But we are also trying to bring in new students, new children. We are trying to bring old people also back. So मालिक की मेहरबानी से strength आ जाएगी. पूर्वजा.
बच्चों की क्लास है.
Sorry. Paadma, time आदुमा 7:47 आइच्छे. Video on पन्ने. ठीक, I think the videos ना वो on net correct आ इल्लम्मा. अर्थ दरव पाकला ने time रंबो आइच्छे वो net रंबो weak करके. So आज के बाल भजन संध्या कार्यक्रम अभी समाप्त करते हैं. फिर अगले फ्राइडे को मिलेंगे. तब तक के लिए टेक केयर. धन्यवाद. गुड नाइट.